The question is not whether or not there are little green men in a basement somewhere. I do believe there is a fundamental arrogance to thinking that we are the only planet in this ever-expanding universe that has had the conditions for carbon-based existence. I do think there's an arrogance to that. But there is no arrogance in demanding transparency from the government, especially when they spend hundreds of millions of dollars on programs that they don't really want to tell us about, okay? And that's what was happening on Capitol Hill today. That they're showing photos to prove, look, man, this stuff is out there, it's real. Maybe it is extraterrestrial, maybe it is proof that we're not alone, but it's certainly proof that you're not telling us what you should know. Mike Gold, a former NASA associate administrator, presented the pictures, okay? We're going to show them in just a moment. And the meeting was moderated by Luis Elizondo, the former head of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification program, okay? He moderated today, all right? Mike and Luis join me now. It's good to have you both, fellas.
Thank you so much for having us, Chris, and thank you for the attention you're paying to this issue.
Oh, 100%. The transparency matters. It's actually embarrassing how they keep ducking you guys. So tell us about the pictures you brought today, what they mean to you and what they should mean to the government.
So one of the images I showed today, well, will do. One of the images that I showed today was from Apollo 17, and it looks like a triangular UAP. It's actually very similar to many of the other images that you've seen from UAP footage that people have taken. And to be honest, I don't know what it is. I don't think Lou could tell you. I don't think anyone could tell you. But what I do know is that it's worth investigating. These are anomalous phenomena that are inexplicable. And even if it doesn't turn out to be something extraordinary, this could be a natural phenomenon that could be quite interesting. It could be ice particles that could be very important. We must look at this data. We must get to the truth, demand transparency, and that's how we learn through anomalies. That's how science is done. That's how learning is driven.
And it's how you build trust in the government, Lou. I mean, that's what's at the all-time low right now, and this is such a layup for them. What is the resistance? Do they think, you know, you guys are crazy and that there is nothing to know?
Now, I'll tell you, Chris, that was not what we saw today on Capitol Hill. We had, under the leadership of Rep. Luna, and Rep. Burleson was there, Rep. Burchett, and Rep. Begich, all were there to hear the testimony of former intelligence officials, scientists, academics. We had Harvard professor Avi Loeb there from Harvard, also having a discussion with them open. This was a marathon forum. This lasted almost 4 hours, where they received an earful. And I'll tell you, I think this story is evolving. There was one individual who was a former astrophysicist who worked for us on ATIP, named Eric Davis. And I suspect you're going to be hearing a lot of rumblings within the next week or two about what he told Congress.
I think, Chris, we are still dealing.
Anna Paulina Luna, by the way. I like that she's doing this. I like that she has a STEM background, what she studied in college. I think it's good. I mean, look, Mike, this is why it matters. They're not even telling us what that crap is that's flying over the bases, okay? And it's shutting down missions. I mean, it's so crazy that this is something that they should be anything but nonchalant about. This should be panic time.
Well, all of this information is publicly available. We spend a lot of time talking about classified information, things being hidden. I'd like to focus on what NASA is releasing to the public. For example, one of the other images that you're seeing here is of a lunar horizon glow. That's what looks like a sunrise on the moon. We capture that via Redwire's Argus cameras that were on the Firefly Blue Ghost system that landed on the moon just last month. And these are some of the exciting discoveries we're going to make on the moon. I don't know what that is. There was the theory that this lunar horizon glow was lunar dust that was rising, being electrostatically charged by the sun. But future experiments, past experiments that we've done, have shown that there isn't enough dust to create that effect, and that the electrostatic charge would not be able to create it. So we don't know what that is. It requires more study, more analysis. As the commercial space field moves forward, companies like Firefly, Redwire, SpaceX, Blue Origin, we're democratizing space. We're getting more imagery, more data that will potentially unlock the mystery of UAP and provide answers to this incredible question.
And
Lou?
Mike, let's be clear, that photo that they just showed, that is not the sun. Is that correct for the viewers out there?
It is not the sun. It is not the Earth. This is an anomalous phenomena in the truest sense of the word. We don't know what it is. It could be something extraordinary. It could be something natural. Either way, it demands research. It demands that we take a look at this. And this is just one of many images. This is just a cursory review of the treasure trove of data we could get if we did an AI ML search of the NASA archives, which is something that I hope all of your viewers call into your members of Congress and demand.
100%.
Chris,
Listen,
I'll tell you too that we had Admiral Tim Gallaudet with us as well, and former DASD at the Pentagon, Chris Mellon. And all of them were really echoing what Mike Gold is telling you here, is that there is an urgent need for greater transparency and to minimize the over-secrecy, because right now, as you said, Chris, the faith and confidence is at an all-time low with our own government.
Yeah. I got Mellon
Follow
and Lewis
the
if you want,
science, Chris.
100%. If you want more perspective on this stuff, go to the Chris Cuomo Project podcast. Lewis and I talked for a bunch of time. Chris Mellon and I talked for a bunch of time. Corbell and I have talked. So there's a lot there if you want to get deeper on this. Gentlemen, thank you very much. To be continued. It's great to have you, Mike. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.